Outfielder Lenny Dykstra and catcher Darren Daulton of the Philadelphia Phillies have been hospitalized with injuries after being involved in a car accident early Monday morning in Radnor, Pennsylvania. Dykstra and Daulton are listed as stable and in fair condition at Bryn Mawr Hospital. According to a hospital spokesperson, Dykstra sustained a broken right collarbone, fractured ribs to his right side, a fractured right cheekbone, and contusions and bruises on his chest. Daulton suffered a corneal abrasion to his left eye, a possible fracture of his left eye socket, plus bruises and contusions to his chest and face. Dykstra was driving his 1991 Mercedes at 1:06 a.m. when he hit a tree. Dykstra and Daulton apparently had attended a bachelor party for teammate John Kruk on Sunday night. Police said alcohol may have been involved in the accident, and blood tests were administered at the hospital. Results have not been released. The Phillies placed Dykstra on the 60-day disabled list and Daulton on the 15-day disabled list, and recalled pitcher Wally Ritchie and catcher Darren Fletcher. Another member of the DL, infielder Greg Jeffries of the New York Mets. Jeffries has been placed on the 15-day disabled list with a pulled muscle in his left rib cage. The Mets recalled infielder Chris Donalds from Tidewater of the International League. And finally, the Kansas City Royals have activated relief pitcher Mark Davis. On April 19th in a game versus the New York Yankees, Davis broke a finger on his pitching hand while trying to field a ground ball hit by Mel Hall. Davis left the game immediately after this play. We now have some pictures from the car accident involving Lenny Dykstra and Darren Daulton of the Phillies. Here are shots of Dykstra's car after smashing into a tree early Monday morning. And now some sound bites from the Phillies press conference.
First, when Bob Benet hit a broken bat single to center field, knocking in Orlando Merced, and the Pirates led 1-0. It was RBI number 19 for Benet this season. Pirates starter Vicente Palacios picked up the win this game. He had a strange game. He only allowed 3 hits over 7 innings, but did walk 7. In the top of the 6th, he got some fine defensive help from Jose Lean on Jeffries' line drive, and the double play went 4-3. In the bottom of the 6th inning, the Pirates increased their lead to 2-0 when Jay Bell connected for a solo home run in left center field over Red starter Jose Rijo, and the Pirates led 2-0. It was Bell's second home run and 9th RBI this season. Then in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Pirates increased their lead to 3-0. Once again, it was Bob Benet, this time with the line drive single to right field. Orlando Merced scored and made the score 3-0. Then Jay Bell was nailed at home plate by Paul O'Neill. The play went 9-2. In the top of the 8th inning, Eric Davis led off the inning with a long drive to left field that hooked foul. No problem for Eric Davis, though. As the very next pitch, Davis connected for his second home run of the season and his 5th RBI, a solo shot to left center field. And the Pirate lead was cut to 3-1 in the top of the 8th inning. In the top of the 9th inning, another defined defensive play by Jose Lean at second base. This time made a nice running catch on Bill Doran's soft fly ball to short center field. Nice play by the Pirates second baseman. Then just 2 outs later, made another nice play. Not as good as the other 2, but still nice, as Bill Landrum picked up his 4th save of the season when Billy Hatch grounded out 4-3 to end the game. Pirates won 3-1. Vicente Palacios got the win. He's 2-0. Jose Rijo got the loss. He's 1-2. Bill Landrum, his 4th save. 3-9-1 for Pittsburgh and 1-3-0 for Cincinnati.
Night in Montreal, Buck Rogers and the Expos snapped a 2-game losing streak and won for the 5th time in 7 games as they defeated the San Francisco Giants 10-4. In the bottom of the 1st inning with 2 outs, Terry Kennedy throws the ball into center field. Jose Uribe smartly backing up the play as Ivan Calderon steals second base. Still in the bottom of the 1st inning, Calderon on second. Don Robinson looking in. He was making his first start of the season after 8 relief appearances, and he strikes out Tim Wallach to end the bottom half of the 1st inning. No score at the end of 1. In the top of the 3rd inning, the Giants with runners on 1st and 3rd. It's Willie McGee on 3rd base, Kevin Mitchell on 1st. Dennis Martinez on the mound for Montreal. As Steve Ripley calls a balk on Dennis Martinez. Martinez quickly arguing the call. Willie McGee comes in to score, but the call is overruled by Jerry Crawford. McGee is sent back to 3rd base and the game remains scoreless. But in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 2 outs, Montreal explodes for 5 runs. As they bat around, Tim Wallach with the double down the 3rd base line starts it off for the Expos. Dennis Martinez and Marquise Grissom score, and it's 2-0 Expos. Andres Galarraga's RBI single made it 3-0 Montreal, and then with Larry Walker on 3rd base and Galarraga on 1st, Ron Hasse will hit a double to left field Larry Walker and Galarraga scoring. Montreal with a solid 5-0 lead at the end of 3 innings of play. We move now to the bottom of the 4th. Montreal continues their hot hitting. Delino DeShields leading off the inning for the Expos. He connects for his 4th home run of the season, a shot to right field, his 9th RBI of the year. The Expos have a 6-0 lead. But watch out, it's Marquise Grissom at the plate now for Montreal. And he hits a home run of his own, his 3rd of the year. This one goes over the left field wall. RBI number 10 on the season for Grissom. 7-0 Expos as Delino DeShields and Marquise Grissom connect for back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the 4th. Still in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out now, Tim Wallach at the plate. He hits a solo home run to deep left field off Francisco Olivares, who came into the game to replace Don Robinson after Grissom's home run. It's his 2nd home run of the year to make it 8-0 Montreal. The Expos with 3 home runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. In the top of the 5th with 1 out, it's Kevin Mitchell at the plate for the Giants. He hits a 2-run home run to deep center field. It comes with Darnell Coles on board, his 9th home run of the year. RBI is 19 and 20, and it's 8-2 Expos. We move now to the top of the 7th with 1 out in the inning. Kevin Mitchell at the plate once again. He does it once more. This one's a solo home run to left field, his 10th home run of the year, his 2nd of the game. RBI number 21 on the season for Kevin Mitchell, and it's 8-4 Montreal. Dennis Martinez earned the win to improve to 4-2, despite allowing 12 hits and 4 runs over 7 innings. And in the bottom of the 7th, Larry Walker leading off for Montreal. He hits his 1st home run of the year off Rod Beck, who is making his Major League debut. 9-4 Expos. Montreal goes on to win 10-4. Robinson with the loss falls to 0-1.
Houston, it's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Houston Astros, and Dave Smith was awarded a plaque for achievement and lifetime save leader for the Houston Astros before the game by Bob Watson and Art Howe. Now to the top of the 4th inning with no score. George Bell will crush this Jim DeShae's pitch to left field. For George Bell, it's his 7th home run of the season. Mark Grace scores ahead of him for RBIs number 17 and 18, and the Cubs led it 2-0. Still in the top of the 4th inning, it's Hector Villanueva with Andre Dawson on second base. Villanueva here with the shot off the left center field wall, just missing a home run. Andre Dawson will come in to score, and this will give the Chicago Cubs a 3-0 lead. Continuing on in the 4th inning, Greg Maddox here with the ground ball to first base. Jeff Bagwell with the error. Villanueva scores, making it 4-0. And on the play, Mark McLemore and Greg Maddox collide at first base. Here you see on the replay, Bagwell with the error. He gets credited with 2 errors on this bad throw. And Maddox and McLemore with the collision. Both of them remained in the game. In fact, in the bottom of the 4th inning, Greg Maddox gets into trouble in his own. Here giving up this triple to Jeff Bagwell to right field. Coming into score will be Craig Biggio and Luis Gonzalez. For Bagwell, it's his first Major League triple, and the Astros cut the lead in half at 4-2. It stayed that way until the bottom of the 6th inning, with a man on second is Luis Gonzalez with this double to left center field. Coming into score will be Craig Biggio. Gonzalez with his 10th run batted in of the season, and the Astros trail now only 4-3. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Dave Smith came in, his first appearance at the Astrodome as a Chicago Cub, and his first batter, Jeff Bagwell, goes down swinging. For Dave Smith, his first strikeout of the game. Then there were 2 outs to go after Carl Rhodes flew out to right field. It was all up to Mark McLemore to get the Astros tied, but Dave Smith would have none of that as he gets McLemore to fly to center field. Jerome Walton with the catch, and the Cubs hold on to defeat the Astros 4-3. The winner, Greg Maddox, is 4-1. The loser, DeShae, is 0-4. Dave Smith is 6th save, the first in the Dome as an ex-Astro.
Now in hand to throw out the honorary first pitch as the Mariners took on the New York Yankees and defeated them by a score of 3-1 in the bottom of the 1st inning. Yankees started Tim Leary threw a wild pitch while facing Ken Griffey Sr. Harry Reynolds scored from third base, and the Mariners led 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st. An infield single made the score 2-0. Then the top of the 3rd, Eric Hansen cruising along, picked up one of his 9 strikeouts in the game with a nasty curveball to Steve Sachs. Hansen went 7 1/3 to pick up his 3rd win of the year against 1 defeat. In the bottom of the 6th inning, the Mariners increased their lead to 3-0 when King Griffey Sr. came up and belted his first home run of the season, a solo shot to right field, his second RBI, and the Mariners led 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. They increased their lead to 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning when Hal Reynolds lined a single to right field, knocking in Omar Vizquel for RBI number 13 for Reynolds. And the Mariners led 4-0 after 7. Top of the 8th inning, nice catch by Jay Buhner out in right field on Don Mattingly's long fly ball to right field. On the sac fly, Roberto Kelly scored, and the Mariner lead was cut to 4-1 in the top of the 8th inning. It was cut to 4-2 later in the 8th as Hensley Mullins lined a pinch hit single to right center field, knocking in Steve Sachs, and the lead was cut to 4-2, RBI number 8 for Mullins. 4-2 was the final. Bill Swift picked up his first save of the season, which struck out Randy Velarde to look into the game. The Mariners won 4-2. Eric Hansen got the win. He's 3-1. Tim Leary got the loss. He's 2-2.